Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I'm now joined by former Rutgers quarterback who will be participating in the New York Giants rookie minicamp later on this week. He's Gary Nova. Gary, I appreciate you taking some time to chat. How's everything going?
It's going great, man. Thank you for having me.
Hey, the pleasure's all mine. So for those who don't know, Gary, you were a 4-year starter at Rutgers, and throughout your time there, you threw for over 9,200 yards, 73 touchdowns, 51 interceptions, and you were able to make a bowl game appearance each of your 4 seasons at the helm, winning the Pinstripe Bowl against Iowa in 2011, the Quick Lane Bowl against North Carolina just this past December, and this past season, your senior year, was your best statistically as you were named the team MVP by throwing over 2,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and ran in 3 more touchdowns. How exactly would you describe your overall experience at Rutgers playing for the Scarlet Knights?
A roller coaster ride. Honestly, there's been some ups and downs. Pretty much went through everything you can go through. Played in 3 different conferences. Played in 2 different head coaches, 4 different offensive coordinators, but I enjoyed every single second of it, man. It was an honor to represent my home state every time on that field, and made some great friends that last forever. Had some great wins. Obviously, we had some losses there that we wish we would have had back, but at the end of the day, you learn from all that, and I just really appreciate my time there, and I'm thankful to all the Rutgers fans and everybody who supported me along the way.
Now, I know this has been a long draft process. You've been working out with Parabolic Performance. What are some activities they've been putting you through to better yourself and help you become a better football player?
Doing everything, man. I think, me and Michael Burton, our fullback, we were fortunate enough to get invited to a all-star game, and that was pretty much right after our bowl game, so we went right to that. And then afterwards, pretty much just needed to heal up from after a long season. Playing in that all-star game, they Parabolic took care of our bodies, getting us right, and really just doing the appropriate stretches and stuff like that to make us feel as good as we can, and then obviously getting into the training for the pro day and the 4D and all that stuff. So, just some of the numbers to give you, man. My first 40 with them was a 5 flat, and then on pro day I ran 4.61. So that just goes to show you, the work that they put with me and with the whole group of guys that we had over there. And, how good and how professional those guys are.
And I was doing some research for this interview, and I see you also measured at 6'1", 222 pounds at your pro day. It sounds as if you threw the ball pretty well. How do you feel you performed at your pro day? Are you satisfied with the numbers that you put up? And were you able to receive any feedback from any of the scouts that were in attendance?
Yeah, just a little bit of feedback, but I felt I performed. I was happy with my performance. I think, I went out there. I ran really well. I think a lot better than people expected, thanks to Parabolic and all the stuff that they did for me and all the hard work we put in. And then, when it came to throwing, I've been working with Jay Fiedler, former NFL quarterback with the Miami Dolphins, and, just working with him every day and, on the fundamentals and getting my throwing mechanics, as sharp as they can be. And then, I felt when I went out there and threw pretty well. And the feedback was just that, no long, conversations, just, you look good and we'll be in contact, stuff like that.
A little earlier, you mentioned that both you and your fullback, Michael Burton, who actually ended up being a 5th-round draft pick for the Detroit Lions, you guys participated in an all-star game. That was the Medal of Honor Bowl. What was it like to participate in an all-star game with some of the best talent in the country?
That was really a first-class All-Star game, and everything they did was first class. They treated us great. The people of Charleston accepted us. They welcomed us to the city. It was really just a beautiful place to be. The practices were great. All the scouts were there. They're very competitive. Some of the best guys around. I think about 10, 12 guys got drafted. So it was a lot of talent in the game, and it was just a great experience to be there.
Once again, former Rutgers quarterback Gary Nova joined the CS podcast. And Gary, obviously, it would have been nice to have been drafted, but at the end of the day, all you needed is an opportunity. What was your reaction to receiving that phone call informing you that you have been invited to try out for the New York Giants?
It's great. I mean, obviously, you dream about hearing your name called and stuff like that and getting drafted, but at the same time, you got to be grateful that you just have an opportunity, and you got to make the most of it. You don't have any time to, hold your head or feel sorry for yourself. You just got to be confident in your abilities, go in there and make the most out of the opportunity you have. And, I'm very thankful that the Giants are giving me that shot, and, hopefully I just do what I got to do to stay there.
Were you surprised that you went undrafted?
I mean, not really. I mean, all the things I went through at school, with me, getting benched and interceptions and stuff like that. I knew people probably had a lot of question marks and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I know what I can do, and like I said, the Giants are thankful for them giving me the opportunity. I just got to go out there and show them that I belong in the league.
Now, I seen an article on NJ.com that said that the Giants weren't the only team that showed interest in you, but you thought that they would be the best fit, and that's why you decided to take their offer. Why do you feel the New York Football Giants was the best opportunity for you?
At the end of the day, it all comes down to numbers and stuff like that. So after talking with my agent, and I was fortunate enough to go to their local pro day, and just being around that facility. I live about 15 minutes from there. So just being around there, and when it came down to the teams that had invited me to camp, I just felt right, and just felt like it would be the best situation for me to go in there and compete and try to earn a spot.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that you're from the New York, New Jersey area. Did you grow up a Giants fan?
No, I didn't actually. I actually grew up a Jet fan, so it's kind of funny. But I said a long time ago, it doesn't matter now. I'm just all about playing in this league and thankful that they gave me an opportunity.
Absolutely. And my next question for you, Gary, is a question that I like to ask all of the prospects, entering in the NFL. I like to ask all these guys this question. When did you realize that the NFL may not only be a dream, but it could become a reality?
I think it was in high school for me. I think I was fortunate enough to go to a national powerhouse high school in Don Bosco Prep, and really just seeing how serious they take football. And then when I was named the starter, we won a national championship my junior year, or mythical national championship, if you want to say it. And I got a couple offers, and then I realized I think this is something I love to do, and I would love to do this for a career.
What do you feel separates you from the other quarterbacks in this draft class? This is there were 7 quarterbacks drafted this year, the lowest since I believe the 1960s. What do you feel separates you from the others?
I think the first thing is just everything that I've been through, man. I persevered, seen it all. I've been through 4 different offenses. Learned a lot of different football, playing in 3 different conferences, seeing a lot of different schemes and different coaching styles that I faced, from the American Conference to the Big Ten, playing against Ohio State and playing against Michigan State and all these great guys that, the talent level is the best you can ask for. And then, I think another thing is, my youth. I'm only 22 years old, man. I think, I played 4 years. I feel like, the best is ahead of me, and just reaching my potential and stuff like that. I feel like I can just continue to soak in and learn, and I think no matter what happens, nothing will affect me, man. Like I said, I've pretty much been through it all, and just confident that whatever situation arises, I'll be able to get through it.
And as I mentioned earlier, you know, throughout your 4 years at Rutgers, I believe it's 41 games that you started. So you definitely got that going for you, a lot of experience. Once again, former Rutgers quarterback Gary Nova joined the show. And, Gary, if you had to single out one aspect of your game, what do you feel is your biggest strength as a quarterback?
Just my competitive drive, man. I think, the will to win. I think, when I'm in that huddle, I feel like I can make all 10 guys looking at me believe that we have a shot and we're going to make the next play and, give them confidence in every play that's called that it's going to work. And, the way I prepare every day, just making everybody around me better.
Now, every season we see guys that had a ton of success in college and, it just doesn't translate too well or they have a hard time making it work in the pros. What do you anticipate will be the hardest part about transitioning from the college game to the pros?
I think the number one thing is definitely the speed of the game. I think, in college it's fast, but in the NFL it's obviously another level. Just talking to guys that play in that league, you have to make decisions quick. You can't be thinking out there. Everything has to be a reaction. So in order for that to happen, you have to prepare. You have to watch as much film as you can and watch more film even when you get sick of it. You got to love to watch film and prepare and pick up on any little thing that you see to try to get the advantage out there because the next guy is doing the same thing.
Absolutely. And, of course, that this isn't college anymore. It's going to be your job. So when exactly will you be reporting to rookie minicamp?
I'll be there Thursday at 12 at noon, and then, take it from there.
Are you going in with a chip on your shoulder? I mean, is there something to prove here?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, but for the most part, I just want to do the best for myself and best for my family and just go out there and show that I belong.
Hey, sounds great. Well, Gary, I'm wishing you all the best on your tryout with the New York Giants. Thank you very much for taking some time out of your busy day to chat. Congratulations on a great career at Rutgers. I appreciate it, man. All the best.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for having me. It was nice talking to you.